Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another edition of Africa's Realities. As usual, my name is Mr. Johnson Yakubu Sani, and today I'm out with another video. And today, I just want to make a plea to my northern brothers, because especially my northern Muslim brothers, people from the far north. And when I say the Muslim brothers, I'm not really talking about the Kogi Muslims and the Beras and the Igala. No, I'm talking about the Hausa Fulani Muslims. I am making this video for you guys because we need to improve as a nation, and I want to show you how you people will be drawing us backward if you don't ride with us with the same aim that we have as a people. Now, before I go further with this video, I want you to subscribe and turn up the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be amongst the first to get to watch. And I want to thank my returning subscribers, because whenever I drop my videos, you guys are always quick to go and watch. So I say thank you. And I also want you there that's watching this video, and hit the like button so that this video can be spread wide, and also commented when you feel you want to comment, so that we get the video with much activity. And now, without further ado, let's get into the content of today.
Babu wani kama da kai, ai babu wani.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back. Now, the content of today arose because I came about a video where a scholar, an Islamic scholar, was talking about Muslims putting their children into schools owned by Christians, where he was making some point until he made a point that I say, now this is where my problem is, and this is where I have an issue with the northern Muslims, especially the Hausa Fulani. That is where I have my problem with them. Now, I want you to listen to the video. When we come back from the video, I will tell you what I have that is always prompting me to come and make such content. But let's listen to this Islamic scholar. When we come back, we'll continue.
Wallahi sabon Allah suke. Duk wanda ya dauki ƴaƴan musulmi, ƴaƴan mu ya kai makarantun arna, ya sabi Allah. Musamman a wannan irin zamani da suke yakar mu. Za su iya turanci. And so bloody ones. Turancin me? Mu da muke da Qur'ani kamar magana wani turanci. Za su iya turanci. And so bloody ones. Turancin me? Mu da muke da Qur'ani kamar magana wani turanci. Za su iya turanci. And so bloody ones. Turancin me?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back. Now you have listened to this Islamic scholar, where he was making sense about Christian owning schools and Muslim putting their children or their ward into Christian schools, and he believes Muslim. I think his point, he wants Muslims to open their schools, though he didn't say it. But I think that is where he is going to let Muslims start opening schools and whatever. Maybe he was talking about the influence. Maybe the Muslim children can be influenced by Christianity. I don't know, but all I know that in our educational curriculum or whatever, there are what you are supposed to teach, and the Ministry of Education has brought out guidelines of things everyone is supposed to teach. So I don't believe because you are a Muslim and you've gone to a school that is owned by Christians, that means that your daughter or your son will be indoctrinated with the Christian values or the Christian doctrines. I don't believe so. But you know, the way Nigeria is, the way the division in Nigeria, especially when it comes to religion, especially people of the far north, the way they say the other people who are not Muslims are Arna, Kafri, all kinds of names. Allah says you shouldn't do this with them. Allah says you shouldn't do that with them. Cut off all the divisions. That we have been a nation of division, that we can't even bring ourselves together as one people to have meaningful development. But I've made some videos about this topic before, and they are here, where I say how these people are underdeveloping us. But my point is this: in the whole of the speech of this cleric, he now said, what is even Western education when we have Quranic education, when we have Quran to teach us, and what is Western education? Now, that is where my ball of contention is. Because if we have people who all they think about is their spiritual life, and they don't think about their economic life, they are going to be parasitic. They'll be parasites on people who think more of economic life. That's just the truth. If you are people, you don't think of your economic life, you're going to be a parasite to people who think of their economic life. And that will show that you are bringing the nation backward. The nation is not growing. I am a graduate of economics. And in economics, what economics frowns at, the economy doesn't want a dependency ratio of the population of people. He wants every hand to be on deck. He wants every hand to be up and doing. So he doesn't want a dependency ratio. Already, the Northern Muslims have a form of a dependency ratio, because I will not say half, maybe 40% of their wives are not encouraged to work. It's the husband that will bring for them. So you already have a dependency ratio that are not well into production. Maybe they just say granite here, but to be involved in the improvement of the GDP of the country, they are like not adding any value to the GDP, because they are dependency ratio. Many of them will be locked inside the house that they can't come out, you can't go in, which they call it kule, and has made them already a dependency ratio of people. Now, when you already have this, that almost 35 to 40% of your population, because women are always more populated, but I still know you have some women who are out, who are professionals, but most of your women, they are housewives, and they are even, apart from being housewives, they are even locked up, that before they come out, they are always indoors doing nothing. Now, you already have this ratio of people. And then, the rest of you who are the men, you say you prioritized what Allah said and what Quran said, than going to be scientists, but than learning to be scientists, and striving to be scientists, striving to be professionals, striving to be great people of the world, striving to be innovators, striving to be creators, striving to be, I don't know. Now, this is where there is a problem. When I say the northern people are always dragging the nation backward and underdeveloping the nation, northern Muslims, and many of them will come to me and say I'm lying. But this behavior is a behavior that adds nothing, adds no concrete thing to the nation. All we see you people want to do is to give birth to a lot of children, because you don't have birth control. One man will have 4 wives and will have like 25 children, and you just want to be populated, full everywhere with population, so that you hold on to power. And then you just believe that if you hold on to power, the resources of the land should be used to take care of all the Muslims, because it is the Muslims that are majority, and it's the Muslims that brought the power, and it is the Muslims that should enjoy the resources of the nation. And that is what you people fight for. That is why you can say, hey, you voted for Tinubu, but Tinubu is not doing anything for Muslims. That is why you can have Erufai say, you voted for me because you Muslims voted for me. That is why I'll carry the resources of Kaduna State and do for Muslims. Then I'll give the remnants to the Christians. Now, this is how your thinking is. You are not thinking to be great scientists, to be great inventors, innovators, to be great achievers. You think more to be very vast in Quranic knowledge and what Allah say, and Allah will not bless you, and there is no any strife on this aspect of Western education, But you don't know it is the same Western education that has given you all the things you enjoy. If you have a car today, car came from Western education because it is from the physics. They learn the acceleration, velocity, and everything to know how to build car and the mechanics and everything. It is from the physics that they know how to build cars, that they know everything boils down to education. You don't want to strive to be this, but you want to have the cars, the gadgets, the appliances, but you don't think we should have knowledge to know how to create these things, since it can be imported, and since there are natural resources that we can sell, petroleum resources and all kind of natural resources that we can sell, and we have these things. You people, most of you, don't even strive. Now look at how the country is. Look at the South. The South, they are great scientists. Igbos and Yorubas have tried to be great scientists. They are great scientists everywhere. But because you people is leadership, you didn't put any template on the ground. No template on the ground in the nation. So all these great scientists in Igbo, all these great scientists in Yoruba, all we just hear in America, this man is part of the people who helped to create this. In England, this man is part of the people who helped to create this. You will hear Yoruba, you will hear Igbo, you hear Yoruba, you hear Igbo, hear Yoruba, you hear Igbo. But we are not hearing Hausa of the great scientists. And there is no templates on ground in the nation. So we have a lot of brain drains being taken away because we are not striving. You people are not striving to be great achievers. These people, they are great achievers, but they don't have anything to do in the land because you are the leaders. You have always been the leaders, or you are the kingmakers, and there is no any template. You don't even believe in this kind of education, so you don't even put anything on ground. You think only on the spiritual things and the Quran and everything, and you don't put anything on ground, and all of them don't have anything to hold on to, and they just jack back and they just go all over the world. They are great people. They are doing great things. Go and listen to whoever is a Nigerian that is part of a great invention. Is either Igbo or Yoruba, or if at most Middle Belt. But completely, the North is completely out. Why? Because what you prioritize is what Allah says and what Allah will give you. And the white man prioritizes this thing, and he's not waiting on Allah, and he is doing great things. The white man is going to the moon. He's going to the moon today, making rockets to the moon. We don't even have the technology to make toothpick. If you hear that toothpick is being made in Nigeria, we went and bought the machines to make toothpick. So we assembled the machines to make toothpick so that toothpick can be produced in Nigeria. But it is human beings that build the machine. Why can't we build the machine? And these human beings, they have the same capacity of brain that we have. Their brain thinks the way we think. Every vein that enters their brain enters our brain. If you look at the composition of their brain, it's the same composition of our brain. So it's just that the color of our skins are different. But they are able to be great achievers of the world. We have not started. All we talk about is what Allah said, Ajana, wives and virgins. No. I am not saying your spiritual life shouldn't be taken care of. You have to think of your economic life. You have to be great achievers, great scientists, great innovators. You have to be part of people who are creating things that are shaking the world. You have to be with us to put things in Nigeria so that great people who are this weak, because you people are not striving to be this, and you don't even care to put things for people who are striving to be this. And people are always angry, and people are just flying out, and they are great over there, and you don't care. Nothing you put on ground is just to hold the power and carry the resources and sell the resources to the white man and carry the money and take care of the Muslim because it's the Muslim that voted. What kind of a thinking is this? You are dragging the nation backward. You are dragging the nation backward. And anybody who talks down on education and say, what is education when we have the Quranic and Allah for us to go and learn? Allah will not do for you what He has given you the brain to think and to do. That's just the truth. If you don't go and farm, and you say you have Allah to do it for you, Allah will not give you that food until you go and farm. Same way, if you don't go to learn how to make the car, make this phone, like this phone I'm using, be scientists and be inventors and know about how the technology of this world is being made and bring sophistication in production and not this rudimentary production. If you don't think like that, and you always bring, and the malams always bring you back to Allah say, and Allah will do, and Allah will do, and you remain poor and poor and poor and poor, you will drag all of us backward. Now, even if you believe in this or you don't believe in this, please subscribe and turn up the notification bell until I come your way with another video. My name is Mr. Johnson Yakubu signing.